Last chapter, the group set out to find the missing Crier Bell and to look for their friends at the same time. After finding Crier, they return to camp and discover that gnolls have attacked while they were away. In a moment of panic, Flint fires his smouldering cannon into the sky, raining hellfire down on the camp and party, burning it all in the process. Distraught, the bards ask them to leave after putting out the fire. The gang heads back to Oriman to await Ozak's return and discuss how to move forward, both as a group and individually.
My name is Ashley, and I play Low Bard.
Hi, my name is Brew, and I will be playing Kyrie.
Hi, I'm March, and I play Flint Bright.
And I'm Rob the DM, and welcome to D&D Caffeinated. You're sat on the docks, bellies filled with this lovely roasted fish, the sea breeze rolling over, the sun almost fully set now. There's just a faint orange hue kind of rippling off across the water, which is beautiful, but also reminds you of the prominent dangers within the water.
Yeah, like drowning.
The hustle and bustle around the docks has kind of died, and now it's just back to being the normal fisherman. It's probably about 6:30, 7 p.m.-ish.
Would something still be open?
Yeah, it's a capital.
I mean, I'll leave it open if people want to come
I mean, what do you
with
want to do?
Flint. But Flint is gonna get up and say, right, so, it's been a difficult time. Probably because I almost killed all of us, but
Yeah.
you know, let's let bygones be bygones and not talk about it. I'm gonna go seek some divine intervention of my own kind. Not the rude kind either, before you fucking say, oh, he's gonna get pegged.
You're the one that mentions Captain getting pegged at every opportunity.
Yeah.
Funny. So, if you want to join that, you may. I'm gonna see if anyone... I mean, I don't know if there's like a shop for this. Is there anyone like local
What are you
about?
trying to buy?
We'll see in a sec.
What do you mean you
Guidance.
Okay.
Is there like someone nearby I can just like ask for directions?
Yeah, there's peacekeepers and stuff walking around. There's fishermen just kind of sat there.
Okay. I'm going to go up to... I'm not going to do one of the peacekeepers, I'm going to do the fishermen. Because I don't trust the peacekeepers with what Ozak has told me now. I go to one of the fishermen and say, hi folks, if I was looking to get like my fortune told, where would I go?
Well, if it's fortunes you're looking for, this kind of like, just like handlebar mustache, slightly chubby guy with like rough slicked back and combed over hair, turns around. You'd probably want to go to... Oh, where was it again? He checks his notes.
Does this guy's handlebar mustache go into mutton chops?
No, it's just a mustache that goes all the way down along the bottom of his neck as well.
That's so much worse.
Yeah, it's awful. I believe there was a little place in Northgate that might tickle your fancy.
That it? You got a name for it? Just so I know what I'm looking for.
I believe it was the IPMS, the Imaginary Peanut Music Store. Yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
The peanut music store?
The Imaginary Peanut Music Store.
Oh, okay. It's like a mind's eye kind of thing, I get it.
Yes.
Thank you, folk. I wish you luck with your fishing.
We
But I
wish
will
you
take
luck
my
with
leave.
your fortune telling.
I'm gonna ask. Quickly go over to the others and be like, "You guys want to come to what I'm doing? Or do you want to sit here?"
Fucking sure, I guess.
Well, we've got nothing
Mhm.
else to do, I guess.
Yeah.
We might be able to burn it down another town.
Let's let's seek some guidance, because that's what I want right now. So yeah, that's
You're just
That's
making
what
your way
I
that
would
way.
like us to do.
Okay.
Yes.
You pull up at this rather odd-looking shop. The windows have got glass on, but they're kind of like almost like newspapered out. And there is a like hanging sign above the door of a big stone like circle that says IPMS on it with a tiny little peanut instead of a P.
Mm.
There's the strong smell of incense and like just real earthy tones coming from within it.
I'm gonna open the door. I'm gonna go inside.
You swing open the door and you hear wind chimes jingle. Just ding ding.
Good.
And you see there rows upon rows of little like booklets almost on like display shelves, and you see they're both facing the other way, but very, very pale pinkish skin with very, very pale white hair, like silverish almost, dressed in very like comfortable like light colors, long flowy. They both stand about 6'2", and at the noise of the wind chimes, the one with the longer hair turns around, and you can see long pointed ears and big eyes with even larger like irises that are completely grey. They walk up to you and they go, "Hello, welcome to the Imaginary Peanut Music Store. Is there a shanty in particular that you're looking for?"
Oh no, we're here to get a divination of the future. At least for me.
You're here for a more spectral service, of course. And the other one turns around, very similar. Although their hair is shorter, they have a more angular face and their eyes are a little bit like almost like in a scowl, but it looks like that's just how their eyes rest. Same, completely grayed over. And this one looks at you and goes, "You're here for our spectral services.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Please, make your way into the back room. We will be with you shortly."
Fuck yeah. Who wants to go first? I look to the other
I mean,
two.
I'd love to freak out some psychics.
Yeah. Considering the last time we saw these kinds of people, I scared the living shits out of them. Kyrie, you wanna go? Do you believe in this stuff? Because I do.
Harry does not, but she just doesn't give a shit and she's just looking for something to do. She's just basically following at this point, drifting around everywhere. So she's just gonna follow Flint in more of a case to not really do anything, but to keep Flint out of trouble at this point.
Team mum, team mum.
Yeah, you get in there. The back room has got it's a significant shift from the front of the shop. Inside is numerous like incense burners hanging from the roof, swinging gently with the wind. There is coloured tapestries kind of lining the walls and such. Numerous candles with an eerie blue flame kind of just flickering lightly. It doesn't seem to be melting the candle itself. You can't tell if this is magic or if they're fake, though. Unless you want to roll a perception. You can do. It's entirely up to you. Okay. You do see 5 seats around the table and 2 like on the other side of it. The table has got this lovely like etched gold along it, and you can see several scratch marks along it. There is no crystal ball or anything on the table. Instead, there is simply a blackened jar off to one side and tea leaves off to another.
I'm just gonna very excitedly sit down like a fucking kid at Christmas. He believes in this shit, okay? He might not believe actual magic, but he believes this charlatan
Almost in
bullshit.
unison, the two of them go, "So who would you like to read your fortune?"
Do one of you folks wanna go first?
Sure. Okay.
Yeah, go ahead. Listen, I traumatized the last person that did this. I don't
Oh,
want them
don't
to be
worry.
too
I'm sure I
shit.
can traumatize someone.
They meant which
Oh, I
of
can
them do you
traumatize them
want to
more.
read your future?
Right, you going first. Flint.
The shorter haired one gestures to the other one. Alanis here is gifted at telling the future from the bones. And then Alanis gestures at the other one. Galen here is gifted at telling the future from tea leaves. And then again in unison. Which of us would you like to tell your future?
Barry's gonna probably sit down at the tea leaf one.
Okay.
Yes.
It's all on the same table, but yeah, if you're sitting more to like the side of the tea leaves and stuff. Galen, the one with like the smaller eyes and the shorter hair, sits down. You get the impression, based on how these two are acting and stuff, that they're siblings, and little bird. You might all know their race. They're very few and far between in places that aren't elf-centered, but these are light elves. They tend to live in very close-knit small communities, very, very religious. And if they are outcast from their community for either, distasteful stuff with a god or anything like that, they're actually stripped of all their magic. Like, light elves are fucking cruel to each other. Galen is the male one, Alanis is the female one. So, shorter hair for the male one, thinner eyes. Alanis, longer hair, bigger eyes. Galen, tea leaves, Alanis, bones. Galen sits down in front of you, Kyrie, with his hands crossed on one another, and he reaches out a hand, and you can see an insignia of a god that you're not sure of, kind of marked into his hand. Please, take my hand.
Yeah, I'll take the hand.
Okay. Your hand gently presses against his, and he clasps his fingers around it slightly. Now, what is it you're hoping to find from us today?
Anything, I guess. I'm quite lost.
You're lost and searching for a purpose, or lost and searching for a thing?
Searching for a purpose, I suppose.
He takes his hand away from yours, grabs a cup and tea leaves and stuff, puts 2 spoonfuls in, pours the kettle water into it, very, very delicately, making sure not to hit the tea leaves directly. He does a double strain of it and everything. He's very, very precarious with this tea. And afterwards he hands you this small cup and he says, please, take your time, enjoy the tea, come back to me afterwards, but don't disturb the leaves.
Okay.
Well, Kyrie's... Well, he's telling you to take your time with it, so...
Yeah.
Would anyone else like to get their fortune read by one of these while they wait?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Kyrie stands up, is just sipping on tea, I guess. Kyrie's like, oh shit, actually, you know what?
That's pretty good. Pretty slapping tea.
Might have to come back here just for the tea, let alone fucking fortune being read. They both look at Little Bird, who has now shifted into the seat Kyrie was in. And which one of us would you like to read your fortune?
Let's
And
just shrug at him.
They both gesture outwards, one to the bones and one to the tea.
I'm just going to shrug at him and hold my hands out to each of them.
You wish to
one
do
hand to each
both?
person. Yeah.
Very well. Galen pours you a very nice cup of tea. Well, he outreaches his hand and asks you to take it, and so does Alanis.
Yeah, that's fine. Take them both.
I both hold your hands gently for a second, and then take them away. Galen prepares the tea and hands you a cup of tea, and Alanis reaches into this blackened jar, and you can just hear the clattering of bones inside. And you watch as her eyes, rather than going grey, start to get little ding, 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 bits of white in, and it starts looking less like just grey. The actual grey darkens, and it's starting to look more like the stars kind of glimmering. And then in a flash, she pulls out a handful and throws them on the table, and you just hear bones clattering along the table. It's an assortment of different bones. Some small from like rodents and stuff, some unusually big. You think they may be human of some kind.
I don't want to judge.
They don't seem to form a cohesive shape for you. But for Alanis, with her eyes kind of glimmering in this star shape, Galen is just stood by the side, arms crossed, not even looking at what Alanis is doing, just looking at you. She begins to like run her fingers gently over the bones. And you can see as she's doing it, her fingernails are going from a nice, like, you know, milky white and slowly going black. And she's running her fingers over them. And then she lifts up her hands. And you watch as the black dissipates from her eyes and from her fingernails. So you work with the Raven Queen.
Nod.
A very honourable tradition. We ourselves are worshippers of a god. And we find that people who are devoted to gods to be the most trustworthy. Your fortune within the bones is an unusual one. Your path is veering in two different directions, almost like you yourself are splitting in twine. On one hand, you can seek the help of the god and learn more about your people. On one hand, you wish to receive the help of your god and learn more about your people. On the other hand, I sense an uneasiness to do with the god. A sense of distrust, almost a lie. The bones won't reveal any more to me than that. But be wise as to which path you take, as it could ultimately lead you to end up, and she gestures at the table, like the bones you see before you. She starts
Not
picking
sure
up
what
the
I was
bones
expecting.
and putting them back in the jar. How does a bird drink tea? Out of a cup?
Very slowly.
Oh. Oh.
Just like lapping at it with the beak.
Don't disturb the leaves, don't disturb the leaves. Meanwhile, little bird's like slamming their beak into the cup. Who would you like to read your fortune? They both look at Flint.
I'll take bones.
Alanis reaches out her hand to you. Please.
I take it.
She grasps it slightly, breaks away. Similar again, with the eyes glazing over as she runs her hand along the bones in the jar. And then in a flash, whoosh, clatters them across the table. Completely different bones to the ones that Little Bird got. This one, strangely, has got bird bones in them.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, at least you didn't get the bird bones. Little Bird may have been like, hang on a second, do I need to stab you? She begins, once again, running her fingers over the bones. It's almost enchanting to watch. And then the fingernails start to blacken. And then she breaks away. Eyes and fingernails go back to normal once again. She looks at you and she goes, interesting. To think that some form of royalty would come and see us.
Flynn just like immediately sinks into his seat, like, no, you're wrong. You're very, 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 very wrong. I know I have a wonderful crown, but it's just
You are wearing a crown.
I think Little Bard just looks at Kyra like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Wait.
Albert overheard the fucking conversation with Ozak and Avani.
Little Bard minds their own fucking business.
Oh, fair.
I sense...
If anyone's having a private conversation, they just stop listening.
I sense a distrust to do with a Triton of some kind. A powerful one.
Yeah.
No longer of this world.
No.
An uneasiness around your friends. And a worry. She runs her hand over one bone in particular. Your family. No distrust. Nothing there. But your adopted family. The people that took you in. And you watch as her eyes glaze over again. Black wood. And then they go back.
I'm gonna throw up.
A captain of some sort.
Yeah. Okay, you know, when I said that this was gonna be some fun little piece of guidance if we just lost two people, I didn't think I'd get fucking called out. Just hitting too close to home. I thought it'd be like, you need to shower more, you know, not this shit.
Let me read the bones for my hygiene routine.
Kyrie's
Yeah. Where's the hygiene bone?
Kyrie's gonna be the back going, yeah, that too.
Like, please,
Nothing,
Flint.
yeah, absolutely,
please.
God, please. Even I can fucking smell it.
Stinky, stinky pirate man.
You pirate man.
Stinky.
Cute
I don't think I'd be fucking called out. Okay? I don't need you bringing up my previous fucking captain.
You asked for your future to be told.
Yeah. You don't need to look at what I've done. I just need to know if I'm gonna die in the next few days.
Not in the next few days, no. At least not before the week is out.
Hey, that's a better deal than most of us get.
Galen reaches out to Kyrie and Little Bird and plucks the cups out of your hand and lays them down. Looks at Kyrie and holds up the cup, and his eyes do a similar thing to his sister's. Did you lose companions recently?
Yes, 2 of them.
You're worried about them, aren't you?
I mean, I suppose we've been traveling for quite a while.
Is there any worry that your past may affect your friends of the present? The ones who are not with you currently?
I didn't think that they would ever be linked to this. But are you suggesting that they will?
Associates are called as such for a reason. There's also a deep longing for...
Boy abs.
I mean... There's a deep longing here for family. Do you interact with them much?
Not too much.
Do you miss them?
Well, quite touchy. But
Of course, of course.
I think that we're on good terms, but it's distant for a reason.
I understand. He sticks his finger into the cup and like scrapes out all the tea leaves and just eats them. Puts the cup to the side.
Fucking son of a bitch.
Well, what? Did you want to keep him?
No, but you be a little bit more professional than that. Your future tastes like shit.
He slides over little birds. Now, the second reading may be a little bit murky because you have only just had one done. Do you still wish to proceed?
It's not.
His eyes go over to the starriness again, and he picks it up, begins swirling it around, looking at it, only ever so slowly. The tea tells me that you too long for a home you never had. For people that were never there. People that you're still struggling to find. Not birth family, nor adopted. More deep than that. A family shared by ties of old. You're looking for more Kenku.
Not.
I see that you've recently met one. Though the information they gave you was not helpful, seeing another Kenku helped. You wish to meet more of your kind, to learn more. His eyes go back to normal and he eats the tea. Well, if you're looking for more Kenku, there are actually a small band of Kenku that travel tavern to tavern here in Orimund. The Screaming Buzzards. Perhaps,
Not like, yeah, I do know about them.
perhaps talking to them will provide some answers.
I guess we'll see.
I believe you can find them every Saturday, I believe, at the Marked Bottle. So, what do you want to do now?
Well, when I said let's go get our futures for it, I don't think it'd be a fucking call out. I thought we'd get some advice on what to do next. Not in like the go and find the sword of Azeroth, but as in like, hey, maybe don't feed the bong that contains the only part of one of your friends to the hungry amulet, you know?
I mean, you don't even have
Wait,
the bong
hang on.
anymore.
We don't have the bong anymore.
I'm sure I saved the bong. Hang on.
Come on.
I'm pretty sure you put that in the cart because you didn't have room for it. Because you
No, it's in
filled
my
your
bag.
Okay, I was gonna say you put a lot of weed into your bag.
No, it's either in my backpack or in the fanny pack.
Right.
Between them, there's like 11 bags of weed and 7 bags of mushrooms.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what we were expecting, to be honest. We've had our futures read in the past.
For the
I haven't.
services, 15 silver each, if you please. You're
I
more
thought,
than welcome.
I thought the dude said that Little Bird had recently had it done.
Yeah, by the other person.
Yeah,
Okay.
literally the person in the same room as you.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Okay. 15 silver?
Please and thank you.
Okay.
Yep, I put down 15 silver.
Thank you kindly. Thank you.
I have another question, just in general.
Of course.
Shop
you see
name.
him picking fucking tea out of his teeth.
The shop name. I have a lot of questions.
The Imaginary Peanut Music Store?
Yeah.
When we were much younger, much, much younger. A human friend of ours who helped us out in a pinch, you could say.
Well, it just looks at the bones. Like when she says human friend.
No. Before he passed, he had a young daughter who we raised for him. Now, being a human, she didn't live as long as we did. But as a child, she used to play a game called Imaginary Peanut. We weren't in the best of situations financially, and because we were outcast, we had no access to magic. So we purchased this music store after she had passed a good 50 years ago now. And we just kind of added it onto the end, almost in remembrance of her. Her name was Lillian.
Would any of us, like, recognize that? Or just...
What, from 50 years ago? None of you are even 50.
I mean, yeah, but I can still remember the name Def Leppard. Like,
Oh, yeah, that's true.
things exist. past their time.
Roll a history.
Everyone. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh.
His. Flint has no idea. So I would
Flint
just
doesn't
roll a
know
6.
shit.
Yeah.
What about Breeze? What did you get?
18.
Okay, little bird.
19. I got 17 plus 2.
Okay, Kyrie, you wouldn't have heard of the name. Little bird, you would have. There was, the name Lillian, kind of vague. But judging by the fact they're raised by light elves and the way that they talk and stuff, there was a Lillian that ran a small market in a town near you in Cornest. Just a vegetable market. Old lady,
not that
very
old,
fair
right?
skin. No. Obviously, you don't know of her, but you know of her. You don't know her.
Right.
Like, old lady Lillian who sold the potatoes. Whatever
Well, I
happened
got
to
my
old
name.
lady Lillian?
The
She's a
Bible, I got my
demi-lich now.
Oh, fuck.
Go and deal with Lillian, the demi-lich.
I guess at least thank you.
You're welcome. Can we interest you in any shanties on the way out?
Abso-fucking-lutely.
Do you play any instruments?
Oh god, no.
Are you a vocalist?
No, I'm tone deaf as shit.
Is there anyone in your party that plays instruments or sings?
I think they died.
Yeah.
I think they turned into a wolf.
No.
And then died.
The world works in mysterious ways. Funnily
Just
enough,
hit us
we...
with a damn bro, that's wild.
That's rough, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have a sea shanty to do with wolves, if you would like to take that in remembrance, almost.
No! No!
These shanties are about wolves.
Sea wolves.
Ocean wolves.
Yes.
Wet wolf.
The song is titled Howls and Growls, my friends.
Okay, Kyrie's gonna walk out.
Yeah, I'm just gonna leave.
No. I will begrudgingly leave as well.
What about A Wolf at the Door by Radiohead?
There we go.
Radiohead exists in fantasy D&D.
How about a paladin?
Not
out
even
of the
fantasy
door?
radio, just straight up Radiohead with Tom Norton.
They're just here.
The song Creep exists in...
For thine art to creep.
You're telling me there was a song called Karma Police that exists in this world.
Yeah, it's about the
with-
peacekeepers.
With the line, he's buzzing like a fridge.
No, it's he's budging like a strange glowing magical orb. It really
No.
doesn't fit.
Look, if you're telling me that Radiohead exists, then you can't just tell me it's fantasy Radiohead. It has to be actual Radiohead.
Yeah, it's the exact same members, it's just the lyrics are adjusted to fit to the time.
The
They
standard of music scares me.
Is there anything going on?
You know that there's a card game going on the marked bottle. But other than that, you know, it's just kind of wandering around.
I mean, we have nothing else to do. I'd suggest that. So, anyone want to go to the marked bottle for the card game?
Yeah. Can do that.
So, you'll start making your way. You have a vague idea of where it is based on what Ritterin said, because he did mention the marked bottle for card games. And you'll pull up outside. It seems quite lively in there. It's definitely less well kept than the Jealous Master, but it's got, you know, a good amount of people in there. There's quite a lot of noise coming from inside. There's a couple of people like staggering out and a couple of people like walking in. It's, you know, it's late night pub stuff. You can hear just jaunty music playing from within inside. Not the music that you'd expect the Screaming Buzzards to play, but it's definitely they have got a band in tonight.
Alright, who do we gotta, I don't know, fight? I say fight.
As you say fight, a couple of people stand up. Like,
Oh.
oh?
No, I mean like in a
Oh,
battle of cards, you know, that kind of fight, that kind of mental fight, I'm very, very good at.
As you walk in and start saying that, you see, like, purplish hand waving at you from behind the bar. Before you partake in cards, would you like anything to drink?
I look at the others. Do we want something to drink?
I think we best stay sober and then drink afterwards.
Probably.
I'll have a pint.
Yeah, it does be like that, doesn't it? She kind of like gestures you to come towards the front. And as you'll get there, it's a tall female halfling, kind of angular face, horns that kind of like look like they're going back and then up, purple skin, very, very pretty. And she's like leaning on the bar, and she's like, "So, can I get you anything? I couldn't hear you because of all the noise of the dickheads." You hear a couple of them go, "Hooray!" Oh shit! I meant tiefling, not halfling.
Imagine a pint of stout ale.
Pint of stout, maybe call it 2 copper.
Yeah. Close.
She fills you up a tankard, puts it down. Anything for the rest of you?
I'll just take water.
Okie dokie. She just kind of picks up a tankard and dunks it into a barrel and passes it to you.
Thank you.
Water's on the house. It's free. Just collect it when it rains.
Oh,
Points at Little Bird. Anything for you?
No.
Okie dokie. If you're here for games, the top floor has got the card games.
Okay. I guess we will head up there.
As you get to the stairs, there's a rather beefy Goliath there, arms crossed, kind of like bouncer style. He looks at you all and goes, "Games." You here for games?
yeah. I guess games. Yeah.
All right. Steps to the side. Go up. Cause any trouble and I'll throw you off the bridge.
What bridge?
On the balcony.
Oh, okay. It's okay. Okay.
Well, you'll go up and you see quite a few. It's a mixture of better dressed people and like commoner clothed people, all sat around and stood around one table. They're all sat around one table, and you watch as one of them slaps down a card.
Are they playing Go Fish?
And some people go, oh, and a load of them cheer. And it's a commoner, and he kind of scrapes a couple of gold and puts them into his pocket, and he goes, well, that's me done for the night. And you see him try to scurry off, and they go, ba, and pull him back, and they're like, you still owe us a fee, friend. And he's like, no, I paid the fee when, and they're like, but you also lost money. You know, and he's like, no, hands him 2 of the gold he's earned and walks off with the 1 gold. And you see this dude smiling to himself, jingling the 2 gold and puts it in his pocket. So, who's next? Oh, you see him stretching in his chair while someone else is there putting the deck back together. A couple of people in the crowd are looking at each other, put their hand in their pocket and looking at what money they've got and going, that's another 3 pints.
You think we can all play again? Let's just go.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah. I'm ready to put some rage asshole in that place.
It's like, look, either I'm gonna beat the shit out of him or we're gonna beat him at cards.
Yeah. I'm gonna humiliate this piece of shit.
He just kind of carries on looking around. He's like, anybody? Is anybody going to try and beat me at cards? That man won. He walked away with gold. Anybody else want to walk away with gold?
Flint's gonna go up and say, me and my 2 friends are ready to kick your ass.
Oh, you hear a couple of people in the car go, ooh. A couple of others laughing. Well, this is a 1v1 card game. We can have you do each of your friends against me one at a time, if you wish. As you look down at this guy sat on the table, he looks like a well-dressed commoner. He's got the nice leather boots and stuff, but he's definitely not as well off as some of the other people that you've seen. He's got kind of a long jacket kind of hanging off the back of the chair and stuff. He's got on one of his canines almost like a silver tooth cap. He's got a big scar that goes across from the left side of his nose, under his eye, and along to his ear. He's got these bright yellow eyes, big frizzy hair that's just kind of rough tied back.
Right.
Please take a seat if you wish. Which of you first?
I look at the others.
I don't mind.
I don't mind just rolling a d20.
Yeah, we can roll a d20 to see who goes first.
Yeah.
Highest number goes first. 4.
Yeah.
Oh,
Come on, Price.
Well,
Oh.
I got an 18.
I got a 9.
I got a 3.
Okay.
So I guess that's the order then.
Yep.
I mean, for game's sake, just, we just play rock, paper, scissors.
Yeah. Kyrie sits down at a table with a tongue because of all the armor, and he goes, someone who looks well equipped. Are you as well equipped armor-wise as you are at cards?
Harry's just gonna be like, what are you saying?
He's trying to say, are you a brawny person or are you a brainy person?
Yes, but you worded it awfully,
Yeah,
and
I
now
know.
Kyrie's like, can we just play?
Of course, the rules are simple. We will be doing this as just 3 d20 rolls, just for the sake of convenience.
No mods.
No mods, just straight D20 rolls.
Right.
Because it's just luck of the draw in it.
3 together or just one by one?
We'll roll 2 D20s. If you want to not roll another one, you can. Closest to 21 wins.
Sure.
He kind of looks at his cards. We'll do D12s just to be on the safe side, so that you don't go D20. That's. I just got 2 20s in a row because I know what your rolls are like, so I'll do D12s instead. Oh. Dealer, if you would like to shuffle. He rolls up his sleeves, and you can see quite heavily tattooed arms and stuff. Please draw your first card. So don't show me, Kyrie.
So how am I meant to do this? Just roll it on my own browser?
Yeah, just roll it as your own browser
Am I
thing.
rolling just a D12?
Yeah, just 1 D12 for now.
Okay.
Draw your second card. Now, would you like to draw one more card? You can decline if you are happy with the card you have currently got.
I'm fine.
He takes another card. Please reveal your cards. He flips over his first one, and it's an 8. What's yours?
9.
Your second. He flips over his
9.
second, and it's a 1.
9.
And you didn't take a third, did you?
No.
He flips over his third, and it's an 11.
Yeah, I got 2 9s. That's brutal.
Well, looks like the pot goes to me. That'll be 2 silver, please.
Sure. Oh, that's devastating.
He takes it, jingles it around a little bit, slides it into his pocket. Now, who's next?
That'll be me.
Please take a seat. Do you need a booster? Not being rude, I just mean because you are shorter than the rest. I want you
I
to be
just
able
flip
to
him
see.
off and stand on the chair.
Okay, okay. A couple of people in the background like, yeah! Same rules. Please. Watch him
So what?
shuffle the deck. Split it, shuffle it again, split it, put it into the middle. You roll 2 D12s and then decide if you want to roll another one or not. It's just blackjack, it's closest to 21. If you go over it, you lose. Please draw your first card.
Okay.
Please draw your second card.
Yep.
Now, would you like to take a third card?
Yeah.
He pushes the deck towards you. Please.
God.
He also draws a third card.
I hope he rolled bad.
Please reveal your first card. He flips it over and it's an 8.
I got a 3.
Your second card. He flips it over and it's a 6.
4.
And your third card. He flips it over and reveals an 8 again.
Fucking 6.
So you got 14.
13.
13. He got 22, so you win. Fair enough.
Wild.
Fair enough. He hands you 2 gold.
What?
You win, you get 2 gold. You lose, you pay me 2 silver. This is why people come here.
But what the... Right.
Would you like to play again?
No. What?
I am simply here providing entertainment
No,
for myself and
No,
helping the
no,
common folk.
no. Can I bring up the conversation with the commoner? Where it's like you had to give him gold back.
Oh, well, if you're on a streak of losses, we do deduct a slight fee from your overall winnings, yes. But that's so we can keep the games going. Again, the offer still stands if you would like to. If you would like to, you're more than welcome to play again.
Flint.
I'm ready to go.
Please. Same rules as always. Is that okay with you?
Yeah. And Flint is gonna put down 2 platinum. I'll go big or go home in this house.
Fair enough. fair enough. He rummages and pulls out 20 gold and puts down the 2 stacks on the table. You hear a couple of people in the crowd like mumble into each other like, holy shit, like, if we just run away with that, like, it's a sword for a fair while. Now, if you want to bet higher, simply have more money.
Yeah, exactly.
Look at this fine, distinguished gentleman.
No, we just said these took a bath.
Turning into a Tory. God damn.
The pipeline of pirate to Tory.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
Sparing cops too much.
He shuffles
It's a
the deck
D12,
again.
right?
Yeah. He puts it down.
Okay.
Please draw your first card.
Okay.
Your second card. Now, would you like to draw a third?
No.
Neither will I. He slides the deck out the way. Please, reveal your first card. He flips his over and it's an 8.
Mine is an 11.
And your second card, he flips it over and it's a 10.
Mine is a 12. Do I go over?
Yeah.
A 2.
Well, we were both very close there, but I am afraid that you have lost. I am sorry. He takes the 2 platinum, puts them on top of the gold, and puts them in his pocket.
I put in another 2 platinum.
You wish to
I'm
play
allowed to.
again?
Yeah.
We can play again if you wish. Is there anyone here that contests this? Maybe other members of your party?
Yeah. I want to beat the living shit out of this boy.
Okay.
We can just jump him after he leaves.
Yeah.
Please, roll your first. Draw your first.
Okay.
Draw your second.
Mm.
Would you like to draw another card?
No, I'm good.
I'm going to. Puts his hand
Okay.
on, draws another card. He looks with a grin on his face. Please, reveal your first card.
It is a 7.
He flips his over and it's a 6. Your second card. He
It's an
his-
11.
He flips his and it's a 7. And you chose not to take a third card. He
No.
flips his over and it's an 8. 21. I win the pot.
No.
Can I do an insight check?
No,
Sure.
hang on. That's 778, right?
No, 6, 7, 8.
Right, okay.
Yeah, do an insight check.
Like, obviously I know this is, like, by... I assume you are doing this fairly, but...
Yeah.
2 21s.
Why did you roll 2?
You have... This guy has rolled 21 twice.
No, it hasn't.
Yeah, he has. He got 21 perfectly when he was fighting you, wasn't he, Kyrie?
No.
No?
He got 20 on Kyrie.
Oh, I thought it was 21.
That he lost to Little Bird. Won the
Am I
first
getting
game against you.
22 by mind you?
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Insight,
Nine on-
9.
9.
This man's playing fair.
So it's another 2 platinum I've lost. That's
Yep.
fine.
He takes it, puts it on top of his gold again, puts it in his
Happy.
pocket. Well, I'm going to call this night here. I'm sorry, you hear a load of people like booing and stuff. I'm sorry. I know you are all looking forward to playing, but I'll be back next week, it's fine. He kind of takes a small pouch of silver out of his pocket and drops it off the balcony onto the bar. That's for their drinks for however long it lasts. And you hear a couple of them start running downstairs like, I'll take 3 pints of it. Well, it's been lovely playing with you, and I shall catch you all hopefully next week. Bye, friends. And he walks out, and
I look at
the Goliath kind of uncrosses his arms very slowly, and you notice just how wide his fucking shoulders are now. His arms are uncrossed, and he's just walking behind this man, just, excuse me, please. And he's very delicately trying to move people out the way of this, crowded tavern. Just please, I'm sorry. Sorry. He's, going sideways to try and get around fucking tables and stuff. Sorry. Sorry.
The big tender men.
Yeah.
Yes. You know, I said we should... No, you said we should jump this man. But if that guy's following him, I don't think we should. I kind of want to live.
Nah.
We already had a near-death experience.
Whose fault was that?
To be fair.
Not yours.
I mean, you're not
Correct
wrong.
answer.
I roll it inside.
Turns out it was Little Bird's fault all along. They'd rigged the gun. Do you all just want to spend the rest of the time until Ozak arrives just kind of vibing?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, is there anything shop-wise that you want to get beforehand?
I mean, you won't let us play bowling, so...
Yeah, if we get a beach episode, we get a bowling episode.
I'll
Each episode, man.
yeah, we're gonna do a beach episode. I'll do a bowling episode for you at some point, I promise. But yeah, you'll proceed to spend the next couple of days dottering about town, you know, drinking, going, just chatting with people, really. Kyrie ends up spending most of it just fishing on the waterfront with Little Bird.
That's kind of based, actually.
Yeah.
I got Flint. Why is Flint nowhere to be seen on that?
Flint's too busy looking for men.
No, I'm not. I'm doing fishing. I'm doing whatever.
Fishing for men. Yeah.
Yeah! What
I'm
kind
being
of bait are
bullied.
you using?
I'm being
Pulling on
bullied.
rods. Pulling on rods. I think Flint needs an accountant because their like money spending is awful.
Yeah.
Like
He's a
genuinely
pirate.
awful.
He's gonna spend it when he's got it.
Listen, we spent like the first 4 episodes with the running joke of Flint does not have cash. There is a
Yeah,
reason
but-
for that.
Flint got the cash and then like instantly gives 2 platinum to everyone you see.
Yeah, I have 40 platinum. What else am I
Flint
gonna
himself
do with
is gonna
Give it
upset
to
the
me!
fucking...
it?
You don't
No.
spend
Look at
it, you stooge.
I'm like every billionaire. I'm hoarding my wealth.
They're not holding your wealth.
I don't want to eat Flint.
You'll enjoy it together. Sorry, I'll stop. Continue. Oh, cut that out, please. I'm
Guess
sorry.
I'll die.
So you'll end up spending, you know, the next couple of days while you're waiting for Ozak, just chilling. You check out the warehouse. It's not super big, but you know, it's okay size. It's less of a warehouse and more of like a storage unit. So like there is a lock on it and stuff, and you can put stuff in there. You could probably turn it into a little studio flat if you want, but like you
The
know,
only good news I've ever got.
you can use it to store stuff, and it is guarded and like made sure nothing bad happens to it by the peacekeepers and stuff, and they will reimburse and stuff like that. You have to fill out some contracts and stuff. And then one day, you're just fishing on the waterfront. The sun's kind of beaming down on you. Flint swapped his pirate hat for a sun hat. Still with the crown, mind.
No, obviously.
But he's now wearing a sun hat with like a big blue band around it. Kind of shirt not there, but jacket on, just kind of enjoying the sun while he fishes.
Why am I getting?
Little Bird is... They get bored of fishing every now and again, so they just start going in and trying to catch them like in the water. Like a bird would.
Yeah.
And Kyrie's just sweating. Kyrie has got her own personal sauna walking around in full plate mail.
Yeah.
But the nights do get chilly because of the season that you're in.
So
And
Carrie
then-
just pours water down herself. Constantly.
That's gonna help the rust real well. You get into a fight and all you hear is, and they're like, oh god, they've got an automaton, and it's just Kyrie walking in and severely rusted
I
plate
don't
mail.
know. I don't know if it would rust too well because you know that Carrie would like instantly just after
Yeah.
the day just mend to it as well. So
Yeah. But yeah, the sun is like behind you, kind of heating the back of your necks, and you start to see in the distance a ship. Get closer, closer, and closer. And you can see along one side of it is a big gash that has been very haphazardly repaired.
Are we just fishing at this time?
Yeah, you're just sat on the pier fishing
Can I just
watching this.
can I just like bump Flint with my elbow and just point at the ship and just continue fishing?
Just
Yeah,
Shoot.
it's a ship. You been on a ship before, Kyrie?
Not one what Ozak's been on.
Oh.
you do see the Peacekeeper flag flying on it, although it is very tattered.
I guess Flint
I-
just realizes what I said after that.
Yeah. And as it pulls up, you can see this ship has taken some fucking damage. It's been
Good.
It's about to
they've
take some
had-
more.
Yeah.
Little bird, Thum. Shatter on the
Little
fucking
bird with a
mast.
routine. Let's go.
The boardwalk drops down. It's, you know, it's what you'd expect from a peacekeeper ship. It is pretty fucking big. And you see numerous people get off it. Some commoners, some peacekeepers, some people that look like other adventurers and stuff. And then you see Ozak and Zetish get off without Imber. Kind of Ozak hobbling a little bit, and Zetish with a big bandage across one side of her face and her horn slightly chipped. And they kind of hobble along the waterfront. And Ozak notices all three of you, and Zetish notices all three of you, and goes, ah! Kind of slowly eases Zetish off and sits her down on the waterfront. Friends, how have you been?
Friends is an interesting word to call us, you piece of shit!
His smile slowly drops a bit. Are we doing this now? On the waterfront? Such a beautiful day.
I'll just continue fishing.
Corey's like, I'm
I
not
feel
getting
like-
involved.
I feel like me and Kyrie just sat here like fishing and eating fish and cooking them up and
You're a fucking piece of shit.
What have you found out about me this time, Flint?
you're a top.
He looks
Nah.
at Little Bird and he goes, didn't miss that, but I have missed you. And he kind of rummages around in his pocket and pulls out a little papered envelope and holds it out to you.
What? Okay.
That's for you. He pulls out another one of his backpack and hands it to Kyrie. That's for you. And then he pulls out another one and hands it to Flint. And that's for you.
What's in it?
Open it. It's a present from Cornest.
Or is it like fantasy weed?
No. He's grabbed you from the local port. Some very fancy, although it's just been wrapped in paper because it's a port town. Like Cornest import, like exclusively in Cornest, like not imported into Trio. Tagish Delight.
A fixed corrupt arrest where you just open the present with weed.
Cops
Illegal
come out and
weed,
wrap
yeah.
around your wrist.
You
Uh,
sure it's just
I-
safe to eat?
I mean, I've been eating it. I figured that Little Bird might like it because they're from Cornest, and the two of you don't really eat sweet food, so it might be a nice little change.
Thank
Uh,
you, Ozak. Flint
I'm
just
just
as
gonna-
critically.
I just hold out a bit of a fish.
I'm just gonna
What,
give it
to him?
Yeah.
He takes it quite
I'm just
happily
gonna-
and just starts munching on it.
give
Good
my
call.
envelope passively to Little Bird because I'm just not interested.
Oh, you're not a fan of sweet foods?
Well, I was hoping I would do this like stealthily, you know.
Oh, you
I'm
can
gonna roll
stealthily
sleight of
pass
hand.
it a little bit. Yeah, roll sleight of hand.
13. Christ.
Yeah, he,
Got plus 7 as well.
Ozak doesn't notice. He's injured and he's like fatigued. So now
it
that
into my
that's out
pocket.
the way, before you begin on me, Flynn, Ovani and Imber have set off back to Cornest. What's that about?
A lot. Listen, the last time we actually spoke in person was when Base Earth burnt down, and surprisingly, there's been a lot of development since then.
I mean, I'd assume as much. Yes, we've been gone a fair while.
You know, I'm gonna passively just cast Zone of Truth on Ozak.
Hmm.
I'm just gonna hand everyone some fish.
What, including Ozak again?
If you want some more fish.
He'll happily take more fish.
But I was more thinking, you know,
Oh,
Zetish
we all
and
have to
Zetish
roll
very-
that.
So we all have to rule against that, but me.
Okay.
Is it wisdom?
Zone of truth.
It's-
Charisma.
Oh, it's charisma. Oh, fuck yeah, I get proficiency.
Oh, 15.
25!
15.
It doesn't work on anyone.
Oh, wait, now let me roll for Zetish. Zetish got a 12, but she wouldn't lie to you anyway. Like,
We switched those around.
no.
Can Zetish get the 50?
It's fine. It's
Oh,
utility used.
that's fine.
Zetish takes the fish out of your hand quite quickly. And unlike what you'd expect from Zetish, just starts going ham on this fish.
I just come back like 30 seconds later with another one.
She does the same again, and he kind of holds his hand out. Ozak holds his hand out a little bit, and he's like, Zetish has been a little different since the incident. Maybe
Well,
err
yeah.
on the side of caution.
I'm gonna look at her and be like, hey, you gonna kill me?
She looked up at you with like the one eye that she's got. It's very faded and dull. Not kill you, no. I wouldn't do that to a friend. I wouldn't. And you kind of see her shaking her head a little bit. Not like
Cool.
not like, no, I wouldn't, but like, no. No, I wouldn't.
Cool. Do you want some more fish?
And she takes another one and just goes ham on it. Isaac's like, Zetish, maybe slow down a little bit. We don't want you to be ill from eating too many fish in one sitting.
Meh.
So, Flint, what did you want to talk about?
You're a cunt and I hate you. I was gonna say it more eloquently, but I just, oh god, you're a piece of shit. You're a lying fucking cunt.
I don't
You're a
believe I've
fucking
ever
cock.
lied to you, Flint.
Really? Really? 'Cause fucking, I think the withhold of information about the fact that you have not only stalked my previous captain, you have stalked me, and you have tortured and possibly killed people that have been on my ship. I think that's a tiny little detail you haven't mentioned to me, and I only just found out the other day.
I mean, that's not lying if you didn't ask about it.
Why would I assume that?
Because I work for the Crown and you're a wanted criminal?
I thought that the reason why you didn't arrest me was because of something other than your own personal gain.
I mean, it makes for good catch. What did you think, Flint?
He's a cop.
I hate you. Right. I want you to give it back.
Hand what over, Flint?
The letter I gave you back when Beso burnt down.
You mean this letter? And he kind of rummages it, like, in his chest pocket and pulls out an opened envelope.
Flint takes it and just checks that it's the right one.
Yeah, it's the right one.
Yeah, Flint just rips it up. If I ever see that you are in any... If I hear that you're in the vicinity, even sight of my ship, I will have you keel-hauled.
What about if I offer to join your crew?
Not after what you've done.
Fair enough.
You'd have to prove yourself a lot more to me if you were to do that. But I can't.
I've already cut off my wings to prove myself to the Peacekeepers. There's only so many more body parts I can lose.
I'm
can
not
think
that
of
kind of captain. If you join my ship, I cannot guarantee that you aren't just gonna turn around and arrest everyone on there. Because you've proven to me before that you will happily mutilate my family for your own personal gain.
If I am on your ship, surrounded by your crewmates, how am I going to arrest them all and still get the ship back?
I
still don't trust you.
Think about this logically. That's 30 on 1 minimum. In the middle of the ocean.
I just need you to know, I am never going to believe a word that comes out of your mouth.
Sorry, I'd like you to know that every single time that voices are raised between the two, Kyrie takes a shuffle to the right. So she's like halfway down the fucking pier at this time.
I completely understand and respect that, Flint. I too would be angry if, say, someone had done something to someone I deemed family.
I'm gonna mutilate your family and make you listen through the sending stone.
He looks at Zetish. I mean, someone's already kind of done that. Zetish just punches him in the leg and he's like, oh yeah.
What's up with that?
Zetish is like a little sister to me, I guess.
No, I mean your fucking leg.
We were jumped by bandits. Me, Imber, and Zetish, and kind of gestures down. None of us got out scot-free. He kind of rolls up his trouser leg and shows that, like, you can only see part of it, but there is a big, deep gash that has been very roughly stitched up all the way up his leg.
Oh, do you not have fucking medics on your ship?
We weren't on the ship when it happened.
Still. Kari's brought half of us back from the dead. And she's
More
like
than
level
once.
5.
It took us a week to get from where we were attacked to the nearest town. We had to do what we could at the time. This is with the amount of potions we've got. If you don't get to them soon enough, they do cause lasting injuries. You can take a potion and it'll ease it, and it'll make it better. But, you know, if you leave it long enough, obviously you're going to have injuries. And fortunately for people like Zetish, potions don't really restore lost parts. Anyway, you said you wanted to talk to me about something else, did you not?
That's for private stuff. Not rude! It's not rude whatsoever. It's just, I don't want to talk about it in front of these lot, and Flint just put gestures to the other two, and to the entirety of the rest of, I would assume, the crew that Ozak has been with. Just private.
Okay.
He's now fishing in the sea with the fish.
You've just been very uncalled for.
I'm aware. And for that I am sorry, Flint.
Oh, right then. Anything else we need to discuss? As you can see, we are missing 2 members now.
Yes, what happened with that? So, is there anything else that you wish to discuss? Anything?
Like in general?
Just in general, yes. Before me and Zetish go to the pharmaceuticals place within the Crown District.
We have some... God, I hate that I've just been getting at you, and then to ask for your help pisses me off. But we need to deliver something to the royals here.
You wish for an audience with them?
I would assume you and that massive stick up your ass will be able to get us an audience.
I'll have you know I haven't had anything up my ass for at least 3 months now.
Mm.
Well, I can definitely try to help. It's not like I'm a Knight of the Crown, I can only get so far.
Well, can you point us in the right direction then? Come on, we can work our way up.
I might be able to get you an audience with the front gate of the royals, and they can, if they deem it worthy, within a week or so get you an audience with the royals themselves.
God, everything here is slow as shit. I'm gonna break in. Break in, find where the royals sleep and be like, hey, here's this thing we need to deliver to you, okay, be quiet, and we'll leave.
You know why the royals are considered royals, right?
Because they're pieces of shit.
Because they're some of their... How much do you know about the royals of Trigger?
Too much.
That they're not good people. I would assume so, considering you fucking cut off parts of your body for them. What the fuck were you thinking?
Would you, in a town filled with common folk, trust a half-fiend?
The only person who can fly, yes.
Fortunately, when I joined, things were not always as crystal clear. But the royals are royals, not out of birthright or anything to do with that. The royals are royals because when the magic boom happened, as I'm sure you're all aware, people were given powers of sorts. The royals have powers that were deemed... I can't remember the word that they used.
Money.
Nation-ending.
Apocalyptic?
Yes, something like that. Too strong to be left unchecked. For example, one of the royals here, whose name I will not disclose, their magic happens without them knowing it. Any exhalation from their lungs becomes a corrosive mist that will just eat anything. They're actually missing some body parts from it from when the power first came into play. So rather than letting them be out and about where people can take advantage of them or anything like that, we make sure that they're safe and that they're protected within the capitals, a place nobody would try and infiltrate and overthrow. So
If you don't even like to try, you're a coward.
I don't think breaking in to see them would be a good idea given the scale of their magic. But would you say it is an urgent matter?
Yes.
Am I allowed to see the documents, or at least know vaguely what they're about, to try and get this pushed forward a little bit quicker?
I look at I say, 1 second, and then kind of group huddle as best as I can. With
I have
the
no
other
fucking
parties.
idea what you're trying to do here.
What do you mean? It's the stuff from the Prince of the Poor.
I
That's why I
don't.
was here in the first place. He had something
Is
he
it?
needed to deliver. Yeah. Oh, right, you guys were all fucking passed out drunk from that shit. Basically, because of what we did for Prince of the Poor have taken down, if I remember correctly, and DM, please tell me if I'm wrong, or like anything that I miss. But I will try to relay it as best as I can. The reason why we're here is because Prince of the Poor was like, hey, I need you to notify the royals that this cult ain't going away, and because, you know, if they're worming their way into the black market of all places, and we've seen how locked down the black market is, who fucking knows where they are?
It was also all the paperwork that you recovered and the prince deciphered from the church within the black market, such as the location of other churches and the, at least, titles of some of the higher-ups.
I honestly just thought you were here because Flint wanted to blow Ozak.
I mean, that too.
It's not on our top priority list.
I thought that was your top priority.
It is on a priority
was.
list, though.
It's on a priority list, not the top priority list.
No, because Flint's a bottom.
He's still a piece of shit and deserves to die, but...
Yeah, he's also a cop, so
You're
that,
gonna
like,
sleep with him before
really
that
goes against
happens.
him.
I'm gonna... Probably. But, yeah, that's why we're here. So, if we can get that done, it'd be great. You know, we do have a goal while we are here.
I thought we were just bored and looking for something to do.
Well, we've been waiting for this
Yeah, we have been waiting for this cunt to get back. Because I do need to remind both of you, I don't know where Kyrie is. Is Kyrie just in the middle of the ocean now?
Kyrie's like really far down the pier.
She's still fishing.
Yeah. Oh, it's a long line. Because I did lie to Ozak about us not being in the black market. And I did just get at him for lying to me, or withdrawing information. So...
I mean, that's on you.
That is on me.
I don't
And that
care
was
about
before I
telling
knew he-
Ozak anything.
Okay.
Because he
that's
is a
fine.
call,
Okay.
and he
Should we
cannot be
not?
trusted.
I know he can't be trusted, he's a fucking cunt.
He's a call.
Yeah, but do
He can't
we
be trusted.
tell him this because he has been shown to help us in the past?
Just tell him it's information about the cult.
Okay.
You don't need to
Wow.
expand.
Oh. Okay. Hi, Ozak. I'm back from the conversation I just had.
I noticed.
It's about the cult of Bane.
Where did you get information about the cult of Bane?
Again, we've been through a lot. You
Fair
might
enough.
notice that we don't have party members. My amulet is a different colour and
I
cracked.
am missing a lot of feathers, and
Yeah.
I have gained scars.
Yeah, and Kyrie has new armor.
Kyrie's armor's just been repaired.
Yeah, Kyrie's armor looks better than ever.
No more wolf skin, though.
No more wolf fur around the neck.
No wolf jerky.
Uh-huh. Give me 1 second. I'm going
No.
to roll an insight. Never mind, Ozak believes you.
Oh, why? What
He
was
rolled a
it?
2.
Good. Yeah,
Well,
that's... We've dealt with a lot of the cult, so...
who was it? Yourself that decided to come to the... If you didn't know about the royals, who told you to come and give the information to the royals?
Classified.
No comment. We're under NDA.
Fair enough. I won't pry any further, but the royals most definitely will.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm fine telling them whatever. You're a fucking lying piece of shit, cunt.
We all have to lie at certain times. And he
I
kinda
know,
looks
that's
at
why
you.
we're in this fucking position.
I think the only person that I've known to not lie is probably little Aaron. Have you checked up on him?
Never lied.
Yeah, Little. I was thought you were gonna say Little Bird. Little Bird's honestly terrifyingly blunt and truthful. To the fact that I don't understand.
I will try my best to get it pushed forward. I can't promise a specific time or date, but I will try my best. For the party. Not just for you, Flint.
Do it and I'll forgive you. Get it done as fast as possible within the week. Get us a thing with the royals and I will forgive you.
That was awfully easy. Okay, can do.
Hey, listen, you're the one that fucking interviewed and tortured my fucking crew. You should know how I fucking act.
You are a pirate.
Yeah?
You are a wanted criminal.
And?
And I work under the crown.
And? You haven't arrested me yet. What are you gonna do about it?
No, I'm saving the handcuffs for something else.
Listen, if you arrest me, you're putting yourself in a worse position. Because I've got physical proof that you recognized me as soon as we met.
Physical?
I get out the letter that I have assumed that was from Ozak, but there never was a signature. That after we met Ozak was waiting for me when we got downstairs, same episode, that said I couldn't help notice you staring at me, written in blue.
That doesn't mean that he knows who you are. That just means he noticed you staring at him.
Also the letter that he gave that had the Addy wanted poster in.
Fair enough, that you do.
Because I think they're going to question your loyalty if they find out that you're putting your own personal gain over them. You make a pretty good pirate. Too bad you're a fucking cunt to me.
I mean, I can become a pirate without being underneath you.
I'm just gonna walk
Sorry.
away.
Maybe he's gonna groan from like 2 kilometers away.
I didn't mean
Just
it
walk
like
away
that!
to join Kyrie.
I didn't mean it like that.
I know how I feel. Right, that's it. I'm done talking to you. You have failed me. I'm gonna take
Do it!
Zetish.
Kill him!
I'm gonna make sure Zetish is okay.
She just kind of looks up at you. Like, one eye very dull, lips a little bit chapped. You can see kind of dried blood on the bandage over her left eye. Horn with a crack in it, but still a little shard of glass dangling off it.
I'm gonna get you the coolest fucking eye patch there is.
I was thinking of a glass eye.
Sure, you could have both.
I don't see the purpose in that.
One is cool and the other is an eye patch.
Shouldn't I go for... Surely it would make more sense to go for what's going to be better for me, though. Not aesthetics-wise.
Aesthetics are everything. Fine, don't take my advice. Are you good? You seem different.
I had my eye removed by bandits, Flint. Of course I'm going to be a little bit different.
Best way I think me and a couple other people can say to deal with your problems is not thinking about them. I'm not good at advice, okay?
I'm trying to get it.
Yeah, you are repeatedly trying to give advice and you're terrible at it.
I'm just gonna give her a hug then.
Her eyes
Instead.
well up slightly and she wraps one arm around you. Kind of rubs you on the back. I feel like we both needed this.
I think he starts crying. Someone else do something!
No.
She kind of looks over to Little Bird. The Kenku and Cornest are quite friendly, aren't they?
Can be.
She kind of ruffles around and pulls out like a little charm made out of a Kenku feather. I was given this by a traveller. It made me think of you, and she holds it out and passes it to you. Please, keep it.
Okay.
I know that you're looking for Kenku, so maybe having something from another one will bring you luck in finding them.
Thanks.
And Kyrie?
Yes.
You're a religious devotee, correct?
Yes, what of it?
I picked up this for you. And she holds out, like, it's a little, like, wooden carving of Talos, like, mid-battle, like, screaming. I was going to paint it and give it to you, but I'm not very good at it. And Flint? She kind of raises your head up a little bit. Now, I know you have a bit of a troubled past with the sea. So
I mean, it depends what you consider traveling.
I got you this. I made it myself, and she holds up like a little glass vial. It's got wood from the ship we were sailing on, a little bit of the ocean water so that you never feel like you're not at home, some sand from Cornest so that you're always on a different beach, and then there's a little pink shell I found that I just thought you might like.
I just start sobbing. I too am also tearing up.
Why?
Because it's really nice. I miss Zetish.
Zetish is great. And then I got you this, and she slams magic into your amulet.
No! Did she actually do that?
No,
Good.
she's not a maniac.
Oh, she doesn't know what the amulet does.
Yeah, but most people don't go around slamming shit into people's jewellery.
Okay. Okay.
Where are you all staying?
No, say, I'll go in closer. I guess just to receive it.
Yeah.
Carrie knows what she'll do with it.
Yeah? One of the taverns in town, I presume?
And we've got 2 spare rooms now that half the party's gone.
Where is Gui and Ivani? She holds out,
Bed.
like, 2 little parcels. Oh.
Oh, that's a lie, I'm joking. I'm sorry. It's just been a rough fucking few days. I mean, maybe one of them is dead.
Oh. Well, I'll hold on to their presents for now, and if I see them, I'll give them.
You're too precious for this world.
Are you actually crying?
Talk about that. We'll just keep going, coward.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to make you cry with this character.
Keep going.
We've had it, ladies and gentlemen. We've had our first emotional reaction to a character that's not just horniness. Once I've gone and... Well, myself and Ozak have gone and saw the pharmaceutical department within the Crown District. Maybe
You guys could have a room.
maybe
yeah,
we'll
you
come
guys can
visit
take-
you.
Yeah, take. You can take Goo and Ivani's room.
There's only one bed in each room, Flint.
No, there isn't.
Yeah, there is.
I
You're staying in
know
the
that-
basement.
Yeah, but I know that like Gooey didn't have a bed, but
Goo was sleeping on Kyrie's floor.
yeah, I know, but that still meant that there was at least one more bed.
Yeah, Ivani's.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Ozak doesn't need a bed. He can sleep on the floor like the piece of shit he is.
Ozak will just go and sleep in the barracks. Well, we must be getting off, and you can see Ozak kind of gripping the stick he was using on his side tighter and tighter and kind of wincing a bit. We'll come and see you when we're fully rested, and I'll have Ozak contact you on the stone as soon as the information's been passed on. And we have some news in regards to that. Is there anything you 3 would like me to pass on if I do encounter Gui and Ivani? As I'm going to be travelling back and forth once I'm recovered. I know that your group is quite localised. Is there anything you want me to pass on? Anything you want me to say? Apart from a middle finger, and she looks at Little Bird.
Thumbs up.
I already intended on giving them that for leaving you 3 here.
You can tell Ozak that he's a piece of shit daily.
Rather than tell him, I'll leave anonymous messages on his comm stone, yeah?
Please.
Devious little shit.
We raised her well. Okay?
She was a full-on adult before we met her.
She
Right,
was
tell her
also an
about-
anxious mess when you met
Yeah.
her first.
Well, I also
Now she's a walker
annihilated.
now.
Well, Little Bird annihilated
Hey, now
her
she's a cop.
house. We blew up the trailer with her thingy on.
yeah. Horse noises
Hey.
survived, though.
Yeah, fucking barely.
Yeah, thank God horse noises survived. So, anything you want me to pass on?
Not that I can think of. Just, if you do see them, give them your gift.
I will do. Well, we really should be going. And she kind of slowly stands up, kind of winces a little bit, wraps her arm around Ozak. Ozak wraps his arm over her shoulder, and they both kind of hobble off together into town. We'll see you soon. Flint, no more fucky shit. It's done now. We've cleared the air. It's done, yeah?
Yeah.
I'll do this favor for you. Yeah? It's done. As
Fine.
they walk off, you can... Little Bird, can you do a perception roll for me?
Yeah, sure can. What?
You do notice little blood droplets dripping from Ozak as he's walking off.
Good.
But what do you all want to do? The day has come to an end. The sun is now like setting behind a load of houses in the town behind you. The embers on your fire are kind of sizzled out, and now it's just wood smoke smell and fish.
Alright, just cook the fish.
Yeah, late night barbecue.
Yeah, of course.
Barbecue on the beach.
Yeah, you'll quite happily.
Oh. Is there a beach or is it just the dock?
We're not having the beach episode next episode.
No. I need to know this.
There's like, it's like when you get the towns that have got the docks, but then it's like a drop, and then there's a little bit of beach there when it's low tide.
We cannot lose 2 party members and go, oh yes, the beach episode.
No. I'm gonna turn to Kyrie, and say, I don't know where you grew up, Kyrie. Is Kyrie actually in the vicinity?
Yeah, she's cooking fish for Little Bird now.
I just wanna know. You like sand, right?
Of course. Well, I grew up in the pits, like the fighting pits. Sand is basically all I know. A lot of my tactics were based around fighting with sand.
Harry, I think you'd really like beaches. I don't know how often, I don't know where you grew up, but like, just imagine the entire length of land covered in sand.
Rockhole is a desert.
Yeah. Is it?
Yes.
I don't know where Kyrie grew up.
We've mentioned it multiple times. So is
I
Kyrie.
don't know.
I have said that I do not want to be going back to Rockhole.
I know, no,
And that is a sand tundra.
I didn't
Right.
know. I
Okay.
didn't know it was sand.
Yeah,
I thought it was just a localized experience.
Kyrie's obsessed with sand, but was also raised in a desert.
Yeah, they imported sand for the arena.
They probably did, to be fair.
Yeah, from like 2 meters. From
Yeah.
Fine, mate.
But they can say it's imported, and that'll get more people in.
Wow, just to look at
bouncy sand.
imported sand. It's like me saying I've got a cashmere doormat.
Fine, then that's fine. But what do you guys think we should do next? Because you gotta wait for
We'll
Ozak
just
to
sleep
get
and
us.
wait, I guess.
Yeah.
Or we can go kill the bar hag.
I don't think I think we need more people.
Didn't you
I
want the
haven't found
information on your friend in the prison, Ashley?
Yeah, too late now.
I mean, your friend
yeah.
is still in the prison. Ozak will probably give you more info when he talks to you next.
We can interrogate Ozak. We can kidnap him.
Maybe
I don't think he needs kidnapping.
Fine. Take him to a secluded room and be like, "Big, tell us." We can ask him about prison locations.
I
Yeah?
do not want to be in a secluded BDS room. BDS.
Who said anything about that? We'll just be like,
It's gonna turn into one. We
What
were
if I'm
5
just-
minutes into a serious conversation that was on about Flint blowing Ozak.
That
Halfway
was you.
through it.
That was you.
That wasn't even me.
That was you all. That was not me.
I was halfway, like, across the country.
But
I won't be in the room then. You guys can interrogate Ozak and beat the living shit.
Little Bird will happily do that, I'm
Yeah, I'll
guessing.
kill a cop.
Yeah, drastic hate fucking.
we
apparently.
will kidnap him and then
that would come.
beat him into a pulp so he can tell us where this prison is.
You know,
No
nobody
more DJ shit.
cop.
Yeah, we're all fine. We're all good, Ozak. Yeah, go have a good rest. The next morning, fuck you. You are going to die.
Yeah.
You've suddenly come up with an idea.
Yeah, I never said I was done with lying.
That is true. that you all finish cooking your fish and head back to the tavern. You have a couple of drinks and conk out in your beds for the night. You can hear like the noise from the usual noise from the tavern downstairs, mixed with some shouting outside and stuff. You breathe in a breath of that salty air one last time and drift off to sleep. Kyrie, the moment the next session begins, in character, we're going to have a private chat. I hope you've enjoyed, both viewers and listeners, and we'll catch you all next Monday.